Ciao amici, benvenuti al Facile come Italiano. Hello friends, welcome to Easy Italian. I'm Reza, and in this session we're gonna talk about gerund and learn how to make gerund in Italian language. In the first, I would just assure you that it's a very easy topic, just like the rest of the sessions. And then I would tell you that gerund is just like in English, in Italian too. How? For example, in English, you put to be verb and then the gerund form of your verb, and then you have made a gerund. In Italian, it's just like that. You put the to be verb and then the gerund form of your verb. But as you remember, in Italian, we had two kinds of to be verbs. We had stare and essere, right? What was the difference? I would tell it again, but quickly. Well, stare was a physical existence, essere was non-physical existence. As an example, I can say that, for example, for essere, you can say that you want your reputation or your name be in a chart among the name of some other people or in the mind of some people. Okay? This is non-physical, so you would use essere. Then stare is physical existence. When you want to stand at the top of a building, when you want to stand on the railway of a train, okay? These are physical, so you use stare. Now for gerund, you have to use stare. Only stare, we don't have anything to do with essere. So, as I said, we have present gerund and also past gerund. In the present gerund, you use stare in the present conjugation. That is irregular, but one of the easiest irregulars you can find in Italian language. You will see sto, stai, sta. Stiamo, state, stanno. You can judge yourself. And after that, how to make the gerund form of a verb. As I've said, we have three forms of verbs in Italian language. We have the verbs that end with are, the verbs that end with ire, and the verbs that end with ere. And I've gotten actually tired of repeating that, but now for making gerund, you just have to take are from the verbs that end with are and add ando. And from the verbs that end with ire and ere, you just take them and add endo to both. Very easy. As an example, I have used to say, for example, mangiare, sentire, and leggere, to eat, to feel or to hear, and to read. How can we make them gerund? Mangiare, take are, mangi, add ando, mangiando. Then sentire, take ire, sent, add endo, sentendo. Leggere, take ere, legge, add endo, leggendo. As easy as that. Now I'll tell you just a couple of more verbs. First, you remember andare was an irregular verb in present tense, right? To go. Now here it's regular, very easy. So you just take are and add ando. Andando, sto andando, I'm going. Stanno andando, they are going. Very easy. Sto mangiando, stai mangiando, you are eating. Or I don't know, sta leggendo, he or she is reading. Just like that. Now two more verbs, fare and dire. Well, these two verbs are irregular in present tense, as you know. Fare means to do or to make, dire means to say. Okay? Now, how do we make these go to the gerund form? Okay? How do we do that? I will tell you something. If you remember that, you can make the gerund very easily by yourself. Well, fare and dire both come from Latin, and in Latin they are face and dice. Okay? I don't know much about Latin, I just know this thing. Don't say, oh, he knows Latin. No. Face and dice. And now you just have to add endo to these two basic forms. Facendo, dicendo. As easy as that. If you remember, in imperfetto we had facevo, facevi, right? Or dicevo, dicevi, diceva, right? Just like that. Now, we said and talked about the present. Now let's go for the past. It doesn't have any difference. The only difference is that you change stare from the present, you bring it from the present conjugation to imperfetto conjugation. And if you remember, the imperfetto conjugation of stare was regular. Stavo, stavi, stava, stavamo, stavate, stavano. Right? So it's just like that. Doesn't have any difference. Sto mangiando, I'm eating. Stavo mangiando, I was eating. Okay? And it's finished. How? It's the shortest, as much as I remember, it's the shortest video I have made about a complete tense in two different times. I mean, it's not a tense, a form, but well, it can be as complicated as a tense. So the shortest I have made about a form in two different times. So it shows that how easy the gerund is. Now, if you liked and learned, I mean not liked, if you learned, okay, it's very easy. If you learned the content of this video, then tap the like button. If you didn't, I really don't know myself qualified to get your like, because it's the easiest, really the easiest. But well, for sure subscribe the channel, because I am always here to explain. If you didn't understand anything, just ask me in the comments and I would explain it completely to you. Well, I hope I have explained everything clearly, and it's finished. I hope you would have a very, very good week, and see you in the next couple of days.